Hey everyone, Jean-François here. I'm on a photo journey, which is one of the things I enjoy the most out of life, that and doing nothing. And I'm in Mississippi, Walnut, Mississippi, and I'm exploring an abandoned town, which is something I really enjoy. For the past 5 years, I've been on this photo journey doing a project that I called Abandoned America, and I've been wandering all across America looking for these abandoned towns and photographing them using my 35mm film camera, my Leica M4, and I use HP5. And also, just in case I miss a whole bunch of photos, I bring my Leica Q. And my Leica Q, I have it set up at RAW plus JPEG, and I put the JPEG settings at Monochrome, because if I use my raw images and I put them in Lightroom and try to get that perfect monochrome look, I can't match what my Leica Q displays as monochrome. So I use JPEG, and I practically don't edit it at all. I leave it as is. So let's go take some photographs. That's kind of nice. We have this machine, whatever that does. A nice old tree up there. Let's take a shot of that. Like I said earlier, it's a real privilege for me to be able to go out and explore these little towns and witness what once was happening towns. Like you see here, we have popcorn stands, and look at that nice little ice cream stand. That is no more. All that's left is that little piece of history and the photographs we're going to take of them. So I was gonna stop for a soup, but the restaurant behind me seems to be closed. So instead I'm gonna be taking some photographs. Ever since I can remember, I've been fascinated with abandoned warehouses, old gas stations, old cars, old pickup trucks. And it's really led me to discovering a whole bunch of nice towns that you can tell had history, but development moved on farther, and these towns in America are just left there to rot. And see, in Canada, the difference is we'll destroy the old and build the new on top of it. But in America, they just seem to move on elsewhere and leave that as is for photographers to have fun. And another thing is if we're doing film photography, the photographs we're going to take of those abandoned towns are forever. And that's the one reason I left digital photography to go to film photography, is because digital photography, you have to keep storing your images. You take way too many images, And if you accidentally drop your hard drive, you're screwed. You just lost a whole bunch of images. And it's not something you can pass down to your family. But film photography, the negatives last forever. They're gonna last forever. You can hand down your negatives to your family. It's something you leave on your will. And besides, you know Vivian Vivian Maier? Well, she never shared her photographs, and we only discovered her photographs after her death, when somebody in her entourage grabbed those negatives and showed them to the world. Had she been doing digital photography, we would have never discovered her. So that's one of the reasons I switched to film, is because film will last forever. You just store your negatives, and 100 years from now, somebody will find the negatives and they'll still be intact. 100 years from now, none of my digital photos will exist.